Good evening, and welcome to another Create and Relate. I am your baby boomer, Kitty Lane, from the peninsula in Virginia. Forgive the roughness of the head. I don't even know where brush is right now. I have been crocheting today. Me and this dress, I'm not going to let this dress conquer me, y'all. I am not going to let this dress conquer me. But, so, I have like the back part of the top done. You can see the little U shape going on in the back. But, my issue and I guess it's not bad. It's not bad. I was looking at these running kind of diagonal, but it straightened up once I started filling in the top, because all of this is going to be see-through. And of course, the back. Now I want to take these off and redo them. I do. But we going to hold tight. In the meantime, I do have the skirt part going. It's not going to become see-through until we get past the lady parts, probably about midway the thigh. But I have my stitch markers in place so I can count, because y'all know I count stitches. But I don't want y'all to think that I had just given up on the project, because it's still here. Jennifer had a tutorial today. I forgot what she said she was going to name that. If you go to her channel, Cinnamon Stitches, she does have the, y'all please excuse me. Okay, they had a wrong number. Ooh, I was scared to say, wait a minute, I have gone all day. And the only phone calls I've had are my babies. It's been a beautiful day. Friends, family, we good. And then I see this number that I don't know. Okay, but anyway, Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches did a tutorial today. It was the cutest. And I followed the tutorial. I did. And my hat didn't look like hers. Of course, my hat is not going to look like hers, because I'm sure we use different tension, and we use different yarn, and crocheting styles are different, and etc., etc., etc. So what I said I was going to do, being that I don't even know if she knows it, but I think the most of, or all of hers was, each section was done in triplicate. Just about. So I'm gonna make another one tonight. I am, and it's gonna be tres colores. Yes, 3 colors. She used 2 and she alternated as she went. Beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. And I was looking at it and I was like, oh my God, this is not going to fit my head, you know. And I hear a lot of us say, you know, I got a big head, and only one I know that has a little head and should be proud of it is Kiera, bless your heart. Because I got a noggin up here. I know it. Okay, so we'll make sure y'all jump on that. Mikey from the Crochet Crowd is actually in the second week of the Study of a Christmas Cookie throw. I've been leaving out the word throw. It's a stitch along, a crochet along, but rows 16 through is what's up now. But I'll see if I can find it real quick. Batman. Okay, the Manfas Hat. Manfas Hat. Manfas Hat. If you go to her channel, she'll explain everything about the name behind it, the inspiration behind it. With that being said, while I'm looking for Mikey's tutorial, please, let's keep each other uplifted. I know that we all go through those times that we lose our G.R.O.W. God knows I go through it daily. And I think it's because I push myself so much to crochet. There are certain points every day. That's like I be so gung-ho when I say I'm going to do this 24-hour challenge. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this done. And y'all deep down inside, I'd be like, let's see if I can make it past that 7th hour. Because I know once that 7th hour hits, I'm going to be like, screw this yarn. Screw this hook. Screw these scissors, all of this. Just send it on a one-way ticket to, wait a minute, you can't throw it out. Because I'm going to need it in about 5 minutes. Yes, absolutely. I am really trying to, I know I can go to search and look it up. But it's just, I don't know, it's so much fun clicking this button. Wow. I am really sitting here clicking this button. Okay, let's go back. Let's go over here and go down to subscriptions, because I'm always watching. So I've been telling you all about me watching these tutorials here lately, and the name of the channel is Craft and a Cuppa. Craft and a Cuppa. I'll try to be sure to put that in the description. I like the idea of having everything close, but it bothers me at the same time that I've been reduced to this. You know, because I'm so used to just jumping up, going and get what I want. But the Manfas Hat by, yes, I should have done this before I got up here. I should have. I know. But I didn't. I'm so sorry. By Mikey of the Crochet Crowd. What I'm noticing by, and she said her name and I still didn't catch it, from Craft and a Cuppa, I think she likes granny squares. I do. But she's excited and really easy to follow. I have to say, going back to the beginning, today is the first time I did a tutorial. I have even watched a tutorial with Jennifer. I watch her videos, and with me being fairly new to all of this, and a lot of you all being veterans, I'm still catching up on videos. So I watch a lot, and I think there's a reason I really get into certain people's videos, or their channel or their content. I feel a connection to Jennifer because I understand the importance of mental health. We have a lot of issues in our family. I have a lot of issues. I have a lot of alphabets that follow me. And I'm pretty sure sometimes you all can see that in videos. I'm not bipolar, but I do have anxiety disorder. I do suffer from depression, OCD, ADHD, and those two together, PTSD. Yeah, it's a pretty extensive list. And we have bipolarism in the family. Depression runs throughout. My mother was a health and physical education instructor, and the only part of depression she understood was that she studied and read in books. She didn't understand the feelings, so me struggling with depression from a very young age, she never understood it. And I have taken some attempts. The first one I remember, I was 11. And then again at 12. I think 15, if I'm not mistaken, 16, 22. The most recent was in 99. I think I was 35 years old. And I remember when I woke up, my mother was there, and her first question, as it always was what would possess you to do something like that? And all I could say to her as a grown woman and coming, over the years was, you wouldn't understand. And it's because she didn't understand depression. She could identify it, but she couldn't identify with it. Until 2011, she started getting radiation treatments for a growth that she had in her neck. Once the possibilities of this growth hit her, and the fact that she was going to have to take radiation treatments hit her, then she started understanding depression, because she fell into a state of depression. I mean, even when she lost her father and her mother, she lost her father in 74 and her mother in, my grandfather in 74, my grandma in 85. A grandson in 88, my son. She was always strong. She was always stoic. She was always that thick rubber band that would just snap back. It was like she'd have her moment and there would be tears, and then it was okay. Everything was okay. Let's get back to business. And I understand being the current matriarch of our little family. I know you hear the arguing in the background. I know you hear the arguing in the background. And if you don't, just pay attention. You will hear it. And what's so funny about it is, as soon as they walked in the house, Destiny says to Pete, "Shut up!" And we're like, whoa. Do we say that to y'all? No. So why would you say that to him? Because he won't leave me alone. And I'm like, Pete, baby, why? Because she talks too much. Hold up. She what? She talks too much. Wait a minute, Mr. I got a question. Mr. Excuse me, can I talk to you? Mr. Hold up, I got something to say. Mr. Want to talk through the whole movie while somebody's trying to enjoy it. Mr. Want to start a whole conversation as soon as I get on live, or as soon as I turn this camera on. Mr. I'm not going to let you enjoy your song. Mr., I know you counting grandma, but can I say this? Mr., as soon as your mama walks in the house, you got 1,000,001 things you want to tell her that you just told her yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before, and I'm pretty sure you're going to tell her again tomorrow. Mr. don't know how to keep the top lip and the bottom lip close together, not even when he sleeps, because he talks in his sleep and he snores. I said it. But at any rate, so raw. Being the matriarch of the family, I understand the necessity to be stoic or to snap back. I am a very emotional person. I am very empathic. I absorb the emotions of others. I do. I always have. It is nothing for me to look at somebody's channel or look at a documentary and I'm sitting here with a face full of tears, to the point that my daughter has said to me many times, Mom, I'm taking the TV out of your room. Okay, then I'll just turn on my music and cry over that. Or sit here and look out my window and look at the sad stuff that's going on outside. That's just me. That's just how I am, and the tears are going to happen like several times a day. I've cried today. I thought about my mom and I cried today. I did. But when I lost my son, I didn't go crazy. No. And it tickles me when people say, oh my God, if this happened to me, I would. You don't know. You don't know unless it happens to you. I was one of those same people that said, oh my God, if I ever lost a child, I would go absolutely insane. Nobody would be able to do anything with me. Not true. When I lost my son, the first thing I said was, thank you, God, for giving me those last 53 days with my grandmother, because I declare my son was a reincarnation of my grandmother. And from the last time I saw my grandmother to the day she passed, and my grandmother and I were really close, was 53 days. My son lived for 53 days. He had the same cowlick in the front of his head that my grandmother had. He had that same I'm looking at your soul stare that my grandmother had. When he was a quiet baby. He was a peaceful baby. When he would get upset, he would kind of raise his head and do his eyes back and forth like that. We found out 2 days before he passed that he was deaf. And even in that, a lot of his mannerisms, the way he held his hand, my grandmother, because she was a cook, she kept her nails clipped, but when she wasn't cooking, she would let them grow, and her nails would grow like really, really, really fast. But she would always hold her hands like this. She wouldn't ball them up. She would always hold them with her nails out. And when she got really, really adamant about something or was really getting into it, that's the way she would hold her hands. That's the way Christopher held his hands. And God knows that baby was the same complexion as my grandmama. And I think I told y'all my grandmama was Caucasian. So, I'm just saying. But the shock, the impact of losing a child, yes, it hurt. It hit hard. And it hurt. And I still have moments. And that was 36 years ago, back in 88. His birthday was January 13th. But after the initial set of tears, I knew that I had a daughter and a son that needed a mother. I knew that I could cry all the tears I wanted to cry, but it wasn't going to bring him back. Like I said, I have my moments. Just like I still have my moments about my mom and my best friend Ashley. It took me 2 years to be able to say Ashley's name after she passed. But I could sit here and I can cry you a river. They're not coming back. So when I do cry, it's cleansing my soul. I'm not putting on a performance for somebody else. I got accused of that when I lost my son. I had been referred to a psychologist because I was not crying for everybody else, because my tears are not for them. So, like I said, please go to Jennifer's page, Cinema Stitches, and her tutorial. I'm going to make that hat, and I'm going to show that hat to you once I make it. I have to make mine a little differently. Like I said, none of us is perfect, but I'm a perfectionist, and I have trouble making my work look okay to me when you turn a project that you normally do, that you do in the round and you keep going around. I have a problem turning rounds back and forth, even with the granny square. And I know it's to make everything square up and be nice and neat and straight, but my joining always looks really bulky to me. Everybody else says it looks fine. You can hardly tell. I see it. I know it. And I think it's because it's something that I'm not used to, and I have to just keep working with it. And the hat is made like that. But the pattern itself is absolutely amazing. It's light and airy and fluffy, and it's a hat that I would wear. So you're gonna see me in it later, I promise you. And it's really quick to work up. Y'all, this is like one of those things that you can do. Once you know what you have to do for that section, it's mindless. It is. Unless you switching colors every row like I did. She did hers with 2 colors, or she did with 2 colorways. I'm doing mine with 3. So yeah, we're gonna be switching a lot of stuff up. And she carries her yarn on the inside of the cap, which means that you don't have to keep snipping and sewing and well, see, this can is where I'm different. I'll work in that beginning tail, unless I'm doing a graph can. If I'm doing a graph can, I will have tails all over the place, and every 5 rows I'm going back sewing and weaving in those tails. But in a project like the hat, when I change my colors, I'm gonna be tying them off. Yeah, that's a me thing, y'all. That's a me thing. I be trying, y'all. I do. And I got a thing. I got a thing about wrong side crochet. If I could do rows, if I felt okay, or the certain patterns didn't call for going back and forth on rows, all of mine would be going forward. They would. I know I'm terrible. I know I am. Oh, but yeah. But it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's not right, but it's okay. Y'all know that's not my song, so I'm not pretending that it is. And what did I say I was looking for? Oh, see what happens when you age gracefully? I may not look my age, but everything else show is 60. You know, when you don't look at certain channels, or you look at it, well, it depends on what you look at last. I looked at Mikey yesterday. So the crochet crowd was in the top group of 6. And I have a lot of crochet channels here. So it's like I looked at my 6 today and I was like, oh, yeah, ooh. Okay, got a couple of new ones in there. Yeah, because I be watching y'all. I am learning. And you all have some really, really interesting content. You really do. So, okay, those are shorts. That's it. He did 1 through 16 last week. And this week, I'm talking about the study of the Christmas cookie throw. Rows 1 through 16 were done last week. And this week it's rows 17 through 30. So I will try to get that information for you. So I can put that link in the description for you. So if you're interested, you can follow that as well. Of course, I'm going to give you Jennifer's. I ran across another one done by Crystal from Bag a Day last night, where she was showing how she does theme cakes. And I'm like, huh, that's interesting. You know, well, I can't put cakes together no more. My caker is croaked. Yeah. I'm sad about that too, y'all. I am so sad about that. Okay. Okay, the Stitch Along with Mikey does offer a free pattern. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to put the name of him and his channel in the description. And when you go in, you can find it. I'll put the title of what he's working on. And I will do the same for everybody. Jennifer, Crystal, Mikey, Crochet on a Cuppa. Yeah. By, can someone tell me if Crystal spells her name with a C? Okay. A Bag o' Day. Because my name, Catherine, is spelled with a C. And do you know that when I was 12 years old, I wanted to change my name? I wanted to change it to Crystal Delphine, which meant pure dolphin. My name, Catherine, means pure, but Crystal means pure also. So I wanted to keep the meaning of my name in place. I just wanted... I used to have a love for dolphins, and I don't know how to keep my oldest daughter from not seeing this video, because I know she's going to see it. My oldest daughter loves dolphins. I never told her that I used to have a fascination for dolphins. But then again, we all love whimsical things over here. You know, we believe that unicorns are real, and so are mermaids. And so, well, we know that rainbows are real. But yeah, there are a lot of things out here that I believe vampires and werewolves are real. But I do believe that people are shapeshifters. Have you ever seen somebody transform from happy to mad? I mean, a lot of things change about their body. Their whole facial structure sometimes will change. Their eyes can change colors. Sometimes they get like really, really huge goosebumps, and look like they're growing hair because their hair stands up. And, yeah. Yes, I believe in shapeshifters, lichens, and all that good stuff. I do skinwalkers, all those cryptids. Yes, I do. What does it look like, my daughter? It's not. That's a Kiera and not a Nissan. Y'all, I need a car. I need a car. I need a good, reliable car, updated with Bluetooth, navigation. It's gotta have AC. I don't want an electric car, and I know that's what we're going towards, but I don't want one of those because I want to travel. I want to go, and I don't want to be stopping every few hours to charge up. I understand stopping to get gas or whatever, but when I had my Nissan went over 400 miles for a tank on a tank of gas. And when I go down to Florida, we had to travel that 630 miles to my aunt's house to only have to stop one time on the way. Amazing. Yes. I would happily drive that 7 hour. Okay. Well, it's supposed to take us 9 hours to get there. And I know the speed limit says 75. But to me, speed limit means that you go at least this fast. It might be why I don't have a car. Oh my goodness. So, the plan. Oh yeah, that was the other one I wanted to tell you. Okay, I have to put dashes in front of that. Also, Kiera from Kiera's Creations has a tutorial for the Jellyfoot hat. Yes. So I will put her channel up here also. Y'all are getting busy. I love it. Okay. I think I have everybody here that I'm supposed to be putting in the description for you all. I am going to be going back and forth between probably 3 projects tonight until I absolutely crash. Y'all, I think we having steak for dinner. I think we having steak for dinner. My daughter took the steaks out. That means we're not having fish or shrimp. Ooh, because I think if I ate anything else from the sea right now, the next time y'all saw me, I'd be going bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop. I didn't ask to be a pescatarian. Pescatarian, whatever. I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for it. So I started on this. I don't know if you remember my yarn haul from Temu. Temu. Yes. So I got 6 of these, right? And when I started working on this, I was like, oh, look at that. It's like elastic. This is amazing. Because I said I wasn't going to make a shawl for myself. I changed my mind. When I started this, I was like, I have to. And if those 6 little balls are not enough, I have this. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Hey. So I have what I need to make it work, y'all. Yes, I do. So I know that between those 7 balls, I will be able to make a shawl and a bag. So that's going to be happening also this weekend. So yeah, the hat itself, I'm telling you, both the hats, the one that Kiera did, I looked at that tutorial yesterday, and I did that one with her. I think okay, so I started it, and being that she used medium weight, I did one, the first one I was doing with her, I put 2 strands together. This one is considerably bigger. This ended up being something else altogether, but it very much resembles a bucket hat, but it's really cute. It's really, really, really cute. Of course I can't find it. That would be too much like white. But what I used, Temu, y'all. And so far, this is 2 of these little balls. This right here. But I wanted it to be comfortable. See, like I said, most of the people I know got heads my size or bigger. I don't know if y'all remember me telling you, my aunt thought I was a Mongoloid when I was born. She called my grandmother and said, Mother, Jean had the baby. Yeah, she's healthy. But Mother, she got a big head. I don't think Aunt Doris knows that I know that. My grandmother used to tell me that all the time. I loved it when my grandmother told me, stories, especially of my mom and my aunt when they were growing up. But you see how easy that goes on. And all I have to do is the bottom. And from here, I could either put like a row around it or a couple of rows and just make it a straight beanie. Or I could continue down and out with it and turn it into a bucket hat. So I'm at the point where I can make decisions. Or I have more colors. Just saying. We can also do the bottom in another color. But this stuff is like super soft. This is the milk cotton. And I had never worked with milk cotton before. But this stuff is super, super, super soft. It really is. Everything that I got from Temu this time was really soft, except that one colorway that I showed you. It kind of, it almost felt like death between my fingers. I guess that's why it's still in the bag. But this is kind of rough. This is kind of rough. But I am definitely going to see. I know that's not going to work. It's dark. This stuff is written in code. So I know I'm not going to be able to. Do not tumble dry. And all it says is I don't know. I thought it said Simib, but it's SMB. They tried to be funny with some neon letters, but it's not neon colored. Hand knitting yarn. Hand knitting yarn. This stuff is like a step above a thread. Cold hand wash, cool iron, do not bleach. Dry cleanable, do not tumble dry. Keep away from naked flame. So it says nothing about how much is in here, but it's guys, when I tell you this stuff is so thin, it is so thin, but look at that. Yeah. So I know I'll be using a lot of coconut oil with this. A lot. It feels like it just sucks the moisture right out of your skin. So, but I'm definitely going to make something with it. I am. Before I used that teal to make that cap, I considered, hey, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all, I am just throwing stuff on the floor. This is the one I started. Whew. That was 2 strands with Kiera. I had to reach. I have yarn on both sides of me, yarn behind me, yarn in front of me. Yeah, this is the one that I used. The 2 strands. And even still, even with the 2 strands, it's still like, yo. So yeah, I was considering using that with this just to give it a contrast. I was going to use, 2 strands together to... That would look pretty to me. To me, it would look pretty. But this is like a dull rainbow. This is like the rainbow that Jennifer was showing on her channel yesterday when she said that they had a rainbow and it looked like it was in sepia. This reminds me of that, and it was so funny when I looked at it. I was like, oh, I have yarn that looks like that. But yeah, I'm gonna make something that I can gift with that. I don't know if I told you, a lot of my Temu haul was free because I ordered so much from them. They've been like lifesavers. I usually get stuff like batteries, surge protectors. Those are the 2 biggest things that I get. When we moved in here, one of the things that I loved about this apartment is that they have outlets on every wall in every room except the bathroom. Of course, you only have I only have one outlet in mine, but it's far enough from the sink that I don't have to worry about any accidents, but it's close enough that I could stand there if I could stand that long and do my hair, or my toothbrush is rechargeable, so I can leave it plugged up and leave the base sitting on the sink. But it's like my vanity is yay wide, and then it's probably about, it's up on the wall, of course, and about, I would say about 8 to 10 inches over. So like I said, it's far enough away that it's not a danger. I don't have to worry about bumping my head on it because the toilet is on that side as well. My daughter has one. She ran an extension cord in her. She has a TV in her bed. Hey, might as well enjoy the go, right? Right. But yes, I'm about to take a top off this already off. Check me out. But I have given myself a 7 o'clock time, so by the time I get off of here and do my no editing, but upload everything, and then it'll be like right at 7. Y'all, I'm eating steak tonight. I'm eating steak tonight. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes, I am. But I'll be back later on to show you the hat. I gotta go back here Like I told you, I got yarn in there too, yeah. But then I got a whole big bag in here. And I don't want to use my new yarn yet. Because I'm going to make both. The Jellyfoot hat and the Manfas Hat. I'm going to do the Manfas Hat tonight though. I'm doing that one tonight. That was just too cute. And the fact that it was done in triplicate. Everything was 3 rows, 3 rows, 3 rows, 3 rows. And I was like, that is so good for my OCD. It is perfect for my OCD. And I'm going to work on this dress some more. And I'm going to work on my shawl some more. So that's 4 things that I'll be working on this weekend. You know I'm going to get some scrunchies done. We already know. We already know. Gotta get the scrunchies. I have felt weight report. I lost 0.4 pounds. I'm still at 334.4. Yes. And I felt really good today. I've had a good day today. I was able to stand up long enough to wash the dishes that were in there, put away the dishes that needed to be put away. When I made my coffee this morning, I washed dishes as I went along. So I didn't have, when my daughter went in there this evening to cook, there were no dishes in the sink. And I had cleaned off the counter. And I did 2 loads of laundry. What? Folded up 1 load, just waiting for people to come pick up their piles and take them where they gotta go. I don't have anywhere to put my clothes because my daughter took like 2 of my 3 cabinets, and I don't want to put clothes in this 3rd cabinet for her to decide. I'm gonna come get the clothes because then I'm gonna have to take them out and find a home for them. So as of right now, I'm trying to find a temporary home, which I have a big box in here also. So I'm thinking about just piling my clothes up in here. And it's only, I've decided, being that I basically wear like stretch pants or leggings and jeans, instead of hanging them on the hangers and taking up closet space, because I've decided to put 2 bookcases in there and a shoe rack and a whole lot of stuff that I keep in there. My file cabinet, a whole lot of stuff is in my closet. The yarn. So instead of taking up so much space with hanging clothes, being that I've had to condense my clothes to this wall back here. All of my t-shirts now I fold instead of hanging them up. All of my shirts, just about, except sweater-like tops and blouses. They stay hung up. All of my pants get folded because I don't have any slacks. All I have is jeans and tights. And they get folded, and shorts. And they get folded up. And so those are the things that need homes. I separate my t-shirts. I have like my tank tops. I have my regular tees. I have my collared, I call them collared tees, just collared shirts. They're more like polo style shirts. I fold them as well. And that's basically like my bowling shirts and my family reunion shirts. And then I have a couple that are like questionable blouses, but they're pullovers. So those are the ones that I keep in the bin, in the cabinet, which when I get the dresser, they'll go in a drawer. So I don't have to worry about my underwear and my bras, because they have a special place in here. I really wanted all of my clothes to go in here, because I felt like when I go in the closet and pull out whatever I'm wearing, I have to go in there to get my underclothes. So why not have all of my clothes in here so that I don't have to go back and forth, be out here picking out a shirt or a pair of pants, and then go in here and pick a pair of pants or a shirt to go with it, and then the underwear to match and all that crazy stuff. They just all might as well be in one place. But I'm getting that system in there so that I can do that as well. Eventually all of my crocheting is going to be out here in my room. I already figured out how I can line my project bags up under my window. I'm really thinking about, instead of putting the dresser along this wall, to put it back against that wall and bring my yarn cabinet back over here closer to me. But I like the fact that it's across rooms, because that means I have to get up and go get it. But if you lovelies would love to donate to a yarn winder, I would love it. I absolutely would. You can buy me a coffee. You can donate to my GoFundMe. I'll even put my Cash App in there for you if you'd like. Sister needs to make some cakes. I got a bunch of balls laying around, y'all. I need to make some cakes. I really do. Oh my God, Mikey, that is gorgeous. I've been sitting here watching him do the current rows, and this is absolutely, y'all have got to go check this out. You really do. My time is escaping me, and I got a lot to do before I actually upload this. I got a lot to do to this before I actually upload it. So, next time you see me, I'll have a hat on my head so you don't have to look at my hair. I love you guys. So, I know what I forgot to tell you. Guys, you guys are amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing. We have currently 48 subscribers. I wanted to make this my big month. Because I know next month parents will be focusing on back to school. September is the first week of school. October, a lot of us participate in Halloween. You have Thanksgiving in November. I got my birthday in December. And I'm going live with my birthday twin Drea. Yes. So, and then there's also Christmas and Hanukkah. January, of course, it's the new year. Everybody's trying to get their head on straight. Valentine's Day. Now, I know that a lot of people really don't do a whole lot for March, so I might ramp it up then and go for a big number for March. But as long as as prescriptions, as long as the subscriptions keep coming in, I'm happy. I'm happy for the subscriptions. I'm happy for the views. I'm happy for the comments. I'm happy for all the interaction out there. If I do or say anything that you feel needs to be critiqued, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. Let me hear it. I want to be the best that I can be. I am not in competition with anybody but myself. I want to make sure I put content out that is, of course I want it to be well received, but I want it to be necessary content. I'm going to have a lot of goofy days, but I want people to say, hey, you know, I go through such and such, so there is a better side to this. You know, I will talk. I'm going to tell y'all how I feel about something, y'all. I think that certain people were put on this earth to be testimonies to other people. And what I mean by that is, I know a lot of people who have been through a lot of things, but I don't know anybody who's been through as much as I have been through, especially in these past 4 months. I've had people tell me that it's impossible to go through what I've been through in these past 4 months until they sit here with me and listen to the phone calls, or help me make those phone calls and listen to the foolery these people are saying on the other end. And then they look at me and said, you know, if I didn't hear it, I wouldn't believe it. And I'm like, I tried to tell you. How is it that you can have this, but you don't have this? You're getting charged for stuff because they won't release the information that they're supposed to release. They tell you, you got it. You got Medicaid. But they're just not paying for the prescription. Well, along with not paying for that, I have a hospital bill. I have two ambulance bills. I got a whole lot of bills that have stocked up on me. Now you don't want a fixed income. I get less than $1,000 a month because they're taking out for these prescriptions, which is Medicare Part D that they really don't tell you about. And you have several options to pay this $174 a month. You either pay it yourself, get somebody to pay it for you, let it be automatically withdrawn from your disability, or you find an outside source such as an insurance agency or something to pay it for you, which is what my Medicaid was for. But then with them not paying that, hospital ain't been paid, ambulances haven't been paid, procedures that I've had done, getting bills for those. Yeah. And when I call, and this is information I'm getting from the front desk, not from my worker who is head of the Medicaid department, not from her supervisor who doesn't return phone calls, and not from her supervisor who doesn't return phone calls. I keep telling people when I call, they give you a list of numbers that you can call. Tell you not to leave but one message. So I let my advocate call for me. She called, and when she heard them give another number, she was like, So then when she called her supervisor's list of numbers included my worker's number. Here again, it was a So then when she called her supervisor's number and she started giving off a list of numbers, she was like, if I didn't hear it, I wouldn't have believed it. I'm like, yeah, very few people believe it. Keep telling y'all, I am too old to remember the lie that told the lie that told the lie that told the law. So all I'm giving you is truth. If I didn't go through it, I wouldn't tell you that I went through it. But it is what it is, and that's all it is. Idris is a good-looking man, and y'all, the older John Travolta gets, the better he looks. Sean Connery was the same way. What? I'm sorry, y'all. I crunch up my bottles. I am so sorry. I did that, but I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just caught up in the attractiveness of the celebrities. I'm so sorry. I've never been a Denzel fan, but I respect him and I love his work. I've just never been that, he is so... No, I think he's an attractive gentleman. Don't get me wrong. Yes, he is. I've never been starstruck by anybody. I dated a celebrity for 4 years, was engaged, and they're human, just like everybody else. I got a few celebrities that I get phone calls from every now and then that I've known for years. And I guess I've had that kind of life. My mother struggled. Just to give you a little taste, I know I gotta go, I gotta let you all go, but my mother made things happen for me. My mother was the program director for Reed Street Community Center in Wilson, North Carolina, back home. And one of the events that she threw with the help of her father, who was also a promoter for a lot of singers in that area, she got James Brown to come. So of course I had a front row seat. I was 3 years old, and I got to dance with James Brown when I was 3 years old. A lot of the plays and things that my mother took me to, I got to go backstage and meet the celebrities. Yvonne DiCarlo taught me one of the greatest lessons that I needed at that point in my life. I was afraid to go backstage during that time because I had really started developing then, and I always walked around like this. And I was sitting on the stairs like this. And I don't know if you know who Yvonne DiCarlo is. She played Lily Munster in The Munsters. So she comes out. She was in this play where everybody was running around the stage goosing everybody. But anyway, she comes out and she sits beside me and she says, "Hello, cutie." And I said, "Lily Munster, I'm sorry. Miss DiCarlo, how are you?" I was 12. And we had a little conversation. And she says, "Do me a favor. Put your arms down." And I actually blushed. I do blush. I do. And I put my arms down and I dropped my head. She says, "Stand up for me." Now I'm getting a little nervous. I've never been model material. You know what I'm saying? I've always been the short, pudgy little girl. So I stood up and she says, "You're 14, 15? I said, "No, ma'am, I'm 12. And she says, "Okay, let me tell you something. Whenever a man talks to you, if he can't look you in your eyes, if he always has his eyes focused here, you don't need him. Because he's got the wrong thing on his mind." And it didn't resonate then. I was 12, y'all. 12 years old in middle school. But in a couple of months, I started noticing that when a lot of guys would talk to me, they would talk to my chest. So, hold on for 1 second. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm going to cut this right here because I have lost all train of thought at this point. So, as always, when you walk past that mirror and you see that reflection, this time blow it a kiss and say, "I love you." And know with every fiber of your body, from the depths of my soul, from the bottom of my feet to the top of my crown, I, Kitty Lane, love you too. You guys have a great evening. I'll see you later with the hat on.